A long, long time ago, in a village nestled between rolling hills and a sparkling lake, there lived a young woman named Ilara. Ilara was known throughout the village for her radiant smile and her heart as pure as the morning dew. But her greatest treasure was her friendship with the mystical creatures of the forest. You see, Ilara had a gift. She could understand the language of animals, and they, in turn, loved her dearly. Every day after her chores, she would spend hours in the whispering woods, playing with playful pixies, chirping with wise old tree spirits, and listening to the tales of brave little field mice. One day while picking flowers in the meadows, Ilara stumbled upon a group of pixies gathered around a tiny toad. Their faces were creased with worry. "What's wrong?" Ilara asked, kneeling beside them. A pixie with gossamer wings that shimmered like amethysts explained, "Our friend here has been cursed by the evil sorceress Ravenna. She transformed our dear Horace into an old and ugly toad, and unless we break the curse, he'll remain like this forever." Ilara's heart filled with pity for the poor toad. She knew she had to help. But how? Suddenly one of the pixies exclaimed, "Only the legendary Moonstone Amulet can break the curse. It holds powerful magic that can transform anything, but the amulet is hidden deep within the enchanted caves, guarded by fearsome trolls." Despite the danger, Ilara was determined to help. She thanked the pixies for the information and set out on her journey to the caves. The entrance to the cave system was shrouded in mist, and the sound of dripping water echoed ominously in the air. As Ilara ventured deeper, the air grew colder, and the only light came from glowing mushrooms that dotted the floor. Just then, 3 trolls emerged from the shadows. They were hulking creatures with moss growing on their backs and gnarled roots for hair. "Halt, intruder!" one of the trolls boomed. "Why have you trespassed into the troll's lair?" Ilara took a deep breath and said, "I'm looking for the Moonstone Amulet. I need its magic to break a curse." The trolls exchanged glances. They liked riddles, and this one intrigued them. "Very well," said the biggest troll. "If you can solve our riddle, you may pass. But beware, if you fail, we shall make you into stone." Ilara nodded in acceptance. "Here's the riddle. What has an eye but cannot see?" The first troll roared. Ilara pondered for a moment. "Is it a needle?" she guessed. The troll shook his head. "Wrong. Try again." Ilara thought harder. "What has an eye but cannot see? It could be a potato." The second troll grunted. Again, Ilara had guessed incorrectly. The third troll stepped forward. "One more guess, human, or you become stone." Ilara closed her eyes, trying to concentrate. "I believe the answer is a hurricane," she said finally, opening her eyes. The trolls roared with laughter. "Well done, human!" they shouted, slapping each other on the back. "You have passed our test. Take the amulet and be gone." Overjoyed, Ilara thanked them and hurried deeper into the cave. There, bathed in a silvery glow, sat the Moonstone Amulet, pulsing with magical energy. Ilara carefully picked it up, and as her fingers brushed against it, images flashed through her mind, showing her how to use its powers. Now, with the amulet in hand, Ilara raced back to the Whispering Woods to help the pixies and Horace the toad. As Ravenna had predicted, the amulet indeed held great power. With a wave of her hand, Ilara dispelled the curse, and in a flash of light, Horace was transformed back into a handsome prince. Overjoyed, the pixies and the prince thanked Ilara for her bravery and kindness. And from that day on, Ilara continued to be known throughout the village as the girl who befriended mystical creatures and whose heart was as pure as gold. Moral: always stay true to yourself and be kind to all living things, for you never know when they might need your help.